where they die, and these shields, boys!
In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as God, as the angel of the Lord before them. Thy neck is like the tower David builded for an armory, whereon there hang 1,000 bucklers, all shields of mighty men. I was kindled against the shepherds, and I punished the goats. For the Lord of hosts hath visited his flock, the house of Judah, and hath made them as his goodly horse in battle. Out of him came forth the corner, out of him the nail, out of him the battle bow, out of him every oppressor together. And they shall be as mighty men which tread down their enemies in the mire of the streets in the battle. And they shall fight because the Lord is with them. So David waxed greater and greater, but the Lord of hosts was with him. These also are the chief of the mighty men whom David had, who strengthened themselves with him in his kingdom, and with all Israel, to make him king according to the word of the Lord concerning Israel. These be the names of the mighty men whom David had. The Tachmonite, that sat in the seat, chief among the captains. The same was Adino, the Eznite. He lift up his spear against 800, whom he slew at one time. And after him was Eleazar, the son of Dodo, the Yahawite, one of the 3 mighty men with David, when they defied the Philistines that were there gathered together to battle, and the men of Israel were gone away. He arose and smote the Philistines until his hand was weary, and his hand clave unto the sword. And the Lord wrought a great victory that day, and the people returned after him only to spoil. And after him was Shammah, the son of Agi, the Harahite. And the Philistines were gathered together into a troop, where was a piece of ground full of lentils, and the people fled from the Philistines. But he stood in the midst of the ground, and defended it, and slew the Philistines, and the Lord wrought a great victory.
Rawchaa, Yahawashi, Rawchaa, Yahawah, Rawchaa, Yahawah, Rawchaa, Yahawashi.
Alright, shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, and the foreign Israelites that look like the other nations scattered across the 4 corners of the earth. I want to give all praises to Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi, Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi. Got to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, led me to this truth, and been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, and show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all those who are part of the elect and to the hopeful elect. Lord, willing we part of that number. Lord, willing us be edifying those who fear in the name of the Lord and striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 5, it is not slack. 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 9 is unto a ring. 2 Ezra chapter 5 verse 42. The water for everybody coming in on the common board here and on after Bahasham Atham. We're going to get into a movie that I wanted to go over. I was watching the Elder Kazak. He was doing a lesson concerning a movie called The Creator. And I wanted to go and kind of do a review on this other movie. You know, because there's a lot of different movies that are coming down and breaking down things showing that Esau Edom is trying to use this dystopia type chaos to bring in this MOTB. Okay, and these movies show kind of the system that he's hoping to set up, these imaginations that he has, that he wants to be implemented into the earth. So the title is Esau Edom is trying to create a digital birthright to escape judgment. And then, it says MOTB, and then it says Anon, right? And that's the name of this movie. So Lord wouldn't set a fine to the flock, and we're gonna deal with it. I'm gonna play the Salakia, the trailer, and then we're gonna read what this word actually means, and then we're gonna get into some precepts. So Lord wouldn't set a fine to the flock. So go ahead and get started right here.
Last night when I was chasing her, that's where it starts. What I see changes, the stairs stretch. It's an optical illusion, which later disappears from my record. But it doesn't end there. At this moment, I'm seeing a train at the platform. A train that isn't there. Placing a moving image in real time. Who can hack a human being?
See how he did that? He looked at the door and then he put the code in and then it opened. See, they got the C-hip, right? This is a world where everybody's C-hip.
Do we stop this? Divine
See?
hacker.
Hold on, let me go back. You see that? That's what Esau wants, man. Hold on. You see that up there? See how everything is like a digital grid? That's how he wants the whole world, man.
Divine hacker. We hire one.
What can I do for you?
Girl was a blank slate, no digital footprint. She makes her living covering up secrets. She's a master editor who can erase the unwanted act in the record.
See? Now you see how the elder was talking about another movie. He was talking about that basically it was called, what did he say? Let me go see if I can look it up, because I just looked it up a minute ago. Let me go see if I can pull it up. It was a movie he was talking about, and this is a movie just like that, and it was made in 2018. Let me go to his video real quick. Hold on, I think I can find it this way. Yeah. It's called, Final Cut, and it had Robert Williams in it. And basically what he did was he basically was changing people's like memory who had the C-hip, okay, who had the chip in them. Okay, you see this one, they all have chips in them, and this woman that he found can alter the scenes in his memory, okay, so it can be forgotten, just like that movie. Okay, and that movie was made in 2004. This one was made in 2018. So the Lord is basically having these heathens create the same type of movies, man.
Most of all, she erases herself. And now her clients are getting erased.
See?
And now her clients are getting erased. The unwanted act in the record. Most of all, she erases herself.
See?
And Now our clients are getting erased.
This level of anonymizing makes all crime possible. Anonymity is the enemy.
Someone is killing my customers, trying to make it look like it's me.
She's playing you.
I'm not safe. Neither are you.
We can't believe our eyes. The system doesn't work.
See?
All clear. Please proceed.
He seen a whole bunch of rats in his house, man. And he wasn't even seeing that, but that chip in his head got him seeing that, man. See?
All clear. Please proceed.
See, he couldn't even see what was going on, man, because he got hacked.
You can't stay anonymous. Delete everything.
Keeping my son's memory alive, what's wrong with that?
You can't look back.
So basically, it's a whole movie about how these people, they got to see Ip in them, man, and they can replay past memories in their lives and like stuff like that. And that woman, she can like change your shit, okay? And that's how they've been making movies for a long time. That's how that movie was that the Elder was talking about, Elder Kazak, which is GMS Page Master. You should go subscribe to him if you're not. But he was talking about that movie, Final Cut, from Robert Williams. It's the same type of movie, you know. And they were doing certain stuff like that in the movie that he was talking about called The Creator, which is a new movie that just came out with Denzel Washington's son in it and whatnot. And me and the Elder went and watched it too, and he was right. You know, he's talking about trying to basically they try to make you sympathize and feel like you can connect with this AI, and you cannot. And there's also another movie they did. I want to pull this up. It's called Tav. Okay. It's a new Netflix movie. I ain't gonna do all that, but let me see. I can't find it, but it's kind of like that too. And like this girl, she gets, I can't remember what it was. I think it's like, it's real new. Nah, I can't find it. I ain't worried about it. But basically, it's just like that, and it's like this damn computer or whatever, and this girl like starts trying to sympathize with it, and it like starts talking to her, and she's like captive in this guy's house, and she uses the robot to escape. Like they become friends or whatever, and that's how a lot of these movies are. They're trying to get you to think you can actually dwell with AI and have a real connection with it, but you can't, man. It's just a computer software. It's just a program, and that's what Esau Edom's trying to use to escape. Okay, judgment. Okay, because it knows that if you can program it, you know, he's basically trying to separate his memory, his mind, from the soul. But it's basically the same thing. Your mind is connected to your soul. Your mind is your heart, lav, and which is lav in Hebrew. And he don't get it, you know. So I want to go look up this word Anon, right? And this whole movie is about, you know, the sea hip and these people that's got it. But look what this word means. It has nothing to do with the movie. That's how you know it's just a message.
Anon.
Anon. It means soon, shortly. That's all it means. I'll see you anon. shortly, in a short time, before long, in a little while. Right? See what I'm saying? And when you look it up biblically, it says it in Mark. It says Anon, ethnos, or ethnos, in the King James version of Mark 1:30 and Matthew 13:20 for straightway. The Revised Version, British and American, i.e., without delay, immediately. Okay, so the Esau Edom is going to immediately try to implement this, man. He's going to implement this as fast as he can, because he knows this is his only way of escaping the judgment of the Lord, and he knows he's coming. Why? Because all his prophets are on the highways and byways frequently calling on the Lord day and night. Okay, and he's going to want to try to get, he wants us to try to get this done before the Lord gets here. That's why I said that in Revelation chapter 12 verse 12, which we will read. Go ahead and read it. Lock here. It reads, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea. For the devil, Esau, Edom, so-called white man, has come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time to what? Escape judgment. They're trying to escape judgment, man, by making a digital birthright, because his precepts, the scriptures, they show that Esau Edom's birthright was, he gave it over to Jacob. Okay, and we're going to put that in the precepts, but first I want to start with Genesis chapter 11, okay, where it talks about the Tower of Babel. Okay, this time he's trying to build that same tower. Okay, he's trying to build that same tower that the Lord confounded all the languages, so he can, so he can implement his birthright. Okay, he's trying to create his own birthright. That's the ultimate that's the ultimate thing Esau Edom is trying to do to escape judgment, is to create his own birthright. Okay, because without a birthright, he's stuck here forever, and he gave that to Jacob. That's the only way that we're going to be able to leave this place. Okay, it's through Yahawashi coming back and blessing us with what? The covenants. The birthright. Okay? So this is why they're freaking out. So we're going to start reading right here at verse 1. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speak. Genesis chapter 11. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another, go and let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick and stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said to go, let us build a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven. Let us make a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. See, they were trying to get ready for this because they knew the Lord was going to separate them. So they were already like, hey, let's do this. So next time we know the blueprint, basically. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, behold, the people is one, and they all have one language, which that language, we were all speaking Hebrew at the time. And this they begin to do. Okay, now nothing will be restrained from them which they have imagined to do. And that's what America, Babylon the Great is trying to do with this English language right now. Okay, and there's, of course, there's other languages in America, Babylon the Great, but the predominant is English. They're trying to do this birthright, man. This is their imagination. They imagine this world like Anon, this world where everything's like recorded. Like when you go watch that, you're gonna be like, damn, like these motherfuckers are like, you could look at somebody and pay their ass, okay? Or you be standing by yourself in the middle of nowhere and somebody can text you and it just come on in your face, okay? They're walking cell phones. Verse 7, to go, let us go down and therefore confound their language. Talking about the Lord, he's going down there with the angels to confound them. You know, split up the languages that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad, and this is why they needed AI. So now they can understand each other's speech. They're using AI as translators. Okay, so they can try to do this again. So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city. Therefore, the name of it called Babel. And when you look at the word Babel, it means confusion. That's why we call this place Babylon the Great. Okay? That's why we call this place that, because this place is confusion. You can worship any god here. There's many different tongues and languages here. You know? This is the new Babylon. Okay? But spiritually, Sodom and Egypt, as it says in Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. But we're not going to get into that, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth, and from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad all the face of the earth. But what did it say? It said all, small, rich and poor, free and bond are going to receive this charagma in their right hand and their forehead, that see here. Okay, so they're all coming back together to build this digital tower to escape judgment, man. That's what they're mainly trying to do. They're trying to find a way to escape the judgment of the Lord. Okay? And that's their main goal, to try to escape that way. Genesis chapter 25, verse 28, we're going to go into when he was giving over his birthright. Now, right here it says, and Isaac loved Esau because he did eat his venison, but he didn't love Esau. He loved the venison. Okay, we're going to prove that in just a second. But Rebekah loved Jacob, right? You know, Isaac didn't really love him, man, because when you start really getting into the truth, Isaac was Yahawashi. But we're not going to break that down. But when you really look at it, long story short, how was Isaac able to give those blessings out? If it says in Colossians that the Lord is the only one who can do those things. He said he wouldn't give his glory unto another. He is the first of all beings and things that are on the earth. Okay, and Jacob and Esau represented nations, and he blessed those nations with certain attributes and abilities. Who else can do that? A regular man couldn't do that. Okay, they had to have divine power, and Yahawashi is not going to let somebody else have that power. Said he would not give his glory unto another. We can just pull that up real quick, and then we'll get to it. Ain't nobody else saving Israel. Ain't nobody else giving out no blessings to no humans. Okay? Without the Lord. Without Yahawashi. He created everything. So, hold on. Isaiah chapter 42, verse 8. And it reads, I am the Lord, Yahawah Shem Hawashi, that is my name, and my glory I will not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. Nobody else is going to have that power to give blessings like that. Okay? It's Yahawashi. Verse 29, and Jacob sod pottage, right? And Esau came from the field, and he was faint. Right? And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, talking about basically red meat, for I am faint. Therefore, his name called Edom. And Edom is the people of Esau. Okay, the whole nation as a whole, the so-called white man. That's his whole nation, and called Edom. Verse 31, and Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. Right? So he said, you want this rotten ass meat, this raw ass meat, you're going to have to sell me your birthright. And what did Esau say? And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. And what shall this birthright do to me? So what is he saying? It was Esau saying, fuck this birthright. Give me my food, man. So, it's not like we just forced him to take it. He thought it didn't mean shit either. Why? Because he's the basis of men. And that's what the Lord said that he was going to do in Genesis. He said he was going to make the serpent the basis of men. And that's that seed line. That's why they didn't understand what the fuck it was. And they handed it over to some damn red meat. And that's why you see Esau, even the so-called white man today, he eats bloody ass steaks. Steak tartare, right? Genesis chapter 25 verse 33. And Jacob said, swear unto me this day. And when you look at the word Jacob, it means supplanter, man. That's what Jacob does. He supplants, but he's smart with it. And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob, man. So we have the way to get out of here, and they don't. That is why they're trying to make a digital birthright and stamp everybody with it, you know. And they really want to get the Israelites to do it because that's the only way that they can really get back at the Lord. Okay? It's by destroying his people that he loves, which is Israel. So that's his main goal, is to escape judgment from all the things he tried to do to destroy the children of Israel. And he couldn't do it. So now he's trying to run. And we're going to prove that in a second. But first we're going to start right here. I want to go back to verse 1. And we're just going to point out in the New Testament and the Old Testament that the Lord, who was Isaac, hated Esau. We're just going to point this two out. So it says, Malachi chapter 1 verse 2, I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? That's what 2/3 doing. You ain't loved us. That's what they say to the Lord. 2/3 of Israel, which says in Zechariah chapter 13 verse 8, 2/3 will be cut off, the third will be left therein. So 66% of our people, 1 out of every 3 Israelites is the elect. 2/3 of the Israelites is not the elect, and they're going to die on this side because they didn't believe in the Lord, and they don't believe that they love them. So was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord, yet I love Jacob. And what? And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Okay? Right? And then what did Esau say? Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished. When it says Edom, that's talking about all of them. We're impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. There's 1,000 military bases, America, Babylon, the Great bases all over the world, plus, right? That's what they were talking about, rebuilding all the desolate places. To what? Build a digital birthright to escape judgment. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. But when it comes down to it, that's what the Lord made them do. Okay? They're always trying to run from their problems, man. That's why you see when things get bad, what the Edomites do? They kill the righteous to prolong their lives. That's escaping judgment. Because what did it say judgment is? What's the wages of sin in Romans 6:23? Death. Okay? Shalom everybody on the comment board. Yahawashi, Atham, and everybody tuning in. So, that's the wages of sin, death. So they're trying to escape death by making a digital birthright and finding a way out of here that way. You see? It's not going to work though. So thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. What they talking about building? That new Tower of Babel, the second one that we see all around us today. Okay? Digitally. Okay? That's why they're trying to make the 6G and the blah, 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 blah. Right? But I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. And you got some people who are seeing that, they're putting out these articles talking about they're going to be, immortal by 2030. Okay, they're trying to get out of here that way. And I want to point this out to show that they're trying to run from judgment. Okay, but it's all the Lord. It's all the Lord doing it. They're not. They're doing what the Lord told them to do. They're not like in control. But this was their purpose. This was their lot. Okay, to try to escape judgment and pull everybody down with them. That's trying to escape with them. That's why these other 16 nations is trying to escape with them. You got 2/3 trying to escape with them. They all going to get destroyed because these people were literally created to be destroyed. Esau, even the so-called white man, they were not meant for any other purpose. That's why they cannot be saved. That's why we keep telling Jake, quit trying to save these motherfucking demons. They're going to die. That's their purpose, to die, go into slavery 1,000 years, and get destroyed. That's their job. You can't make them do anything else. That's the Lord's purpose for that. So like it says right here, we can start at 14 real quick. And the Lord said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly thou shalt go. Which what he do? He deceived Eve and had her go off and basically take in the philosophies of these other nations and become wicked. And Adam, went with her, right? And dust shalt go, and dust thou shalt eat all the days of thy life. That's been talking about carnal minded, the basis of men. That's why when Esau, Edom, seen that he had the birthright, and Jacob was like, "Give it to me, I'll give you this meat." What do? He act carnally because he's the basis of men. That's who it's talking about. Okay, Cain tames his spirit, went to Esau, Edom, man. It's the same lineage. Okay, Esau was a hunter. What was Cain? He was in the field, man. And he slew his brother with a rock. Okay, Cain, slew his brother because he was a hunter. Okay, this is the same story. Okay, and I'll put enmity between thee and the woman is talking about Israel, because when you look in Revelation chapter 12 verse 1, it talks about the woman Israel. And between thy seed and her seed, and it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Simple as that. There's no woman that can't have seed. That's why it says after it says to bruise thy head and bruise his heel. See, it's a him, it's men. It's talking about men. Okay, seed lines, and those seed lines are separated because why? Because Isaac came, who was Yahawashi, and gave and separated them. Okay, that's why he told Rebekah, that's what the Lord told Rebekah, 2 nations are in thy bowels. That's how we know, that this is talking about 2 seed lines of people. And he said, he promised at the beginning he was going to separate them. Now I want to go to this word serpent. We're going to look up this word serpent real fast. Okay. So the Lord Yahawashi said unto the serpent, right? You're going to be the basis of men. Shalom to everybody on the combo. Yahawashi Atham. Hey, big bros on the comment board. Always the water for tuning in. You GMS brothers. Hey, y'all bring us young brothers a long way. The water for all y'all done for Israel. For real. So I just want to just point this out. See how it says serpent, snake. We can just click the button. It's not
Strong's
it's not in the Hebrew.
5175. Nachash.
It's not in the Hebrew, but that's what it says. And then it says serpent, snake, serpent, image of a serpent. See, it says fleeing serpent. See, they're trying to escape judgment. Okay, and how did they do that? By accusing the brethren, by trying to make up things to keep the elect asleep. This is a seed line of people doing this, man. And it's the same people that the Lord has got today that he has an indignation forever against. When you go look at the root word, what do they do? To practice divination, divine, observe signs, learn by experience. Right? Didn't it say through thy traffic in Ezekiel chapter 37, through thy traffic you gain thee riches? In Ezekiel 38? Yeah, it did. I think it's Ezekiel 38, but I'm gonna look it up in a second. Diligently observe, practice fortune telling, take as an omen. See, that's how they are. And I want to look up this word divination too. Let's look that up real fast. What is divination? I've looked it up before, but I like to go back and look it up, because somebody maybe not know. So divination.
Divination.
The practice of seeking knowledge of the future or the unknown by supernatural means. So these people, they know about the spirit. They know about these things, but what did they do? They came up with a conspiracy in Psalms 83 and tried to keep Israel in a state of you only live once, YOLO, and all this other stuff like this isn't really happening. Okay, so they could try to escape judgment because they know once the elect are sealed, then they have to be judged. That's why they're making these movies to try to entice you to join in on this system. Be like, it could be like this. It could be where you could record all your live and text people, and they're trying to entice you to take the seed. That's all this is, to escape judgment. Okay, they're trying to escape their judgment from Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, but the Lord's got them doing that. They're not doing it. The Lord's putting the spirit on them to do that. So Isaiah, men's goings of the Lord, Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. And let me do this. It said, how can a man understand his own way? That's what it says in Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. But I want to do this through thy traffic, since I pointed it out. See, it's in 28. I said 27 first, and I want to make sure that I don't misquote it. Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 5. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic thou hast increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because thine riches. That's talking about Esau, even the so-called white man. Right? And I want to pull this up from Big Bro, the water for your precept. This is GMS Yahawah, and that's how you say Jacob, Yahawah, in the Hebrew. 144, Baton Rouge, Isaiah 47:12. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so, thou shalt be able to profit. If so, be thou mayest prevail. See? And they not gonna prevail though, They not gonna prevail, They gonna try. They not gonna prevail, man. They not gonna make it, man. They gonna lose. But they're trying. But that's just because the Lord put them in the spirit to try. But the Lord wants to, he just like he used Pharaoh in Egypt, he used Pharaoh to exalt his name by destroying him. That's what he's gonna do to them. So, second Esdras, I want to bring this up. Well, actually, let me do Isaiah chapter 1, verse 16 first. I want to do that first. I want to get in there. They're gonna try. They're gonna try, but they're not gonna. It's not gonna work. Slack, I spelled it wrong. Give me 1 second. Isaiah. Hold on. Slack it. My text thing be messing up sometimes. So Isaiah 1:16. Like sometimes I got it in the auto spell. It'll spell it wrong sometimes by accident. So Isaiah 1:16. It says, wash you, make you clean, put away the evil out of your doings before mine eyes cease to do evil, right? Learn well, seek judgment, right? So that's what we're doing. We're seeking judgment and they're running away from judgment. That's how we know we're opposites. They're running away from judgment, trying to escape it. We're going towards judgment. We're trying to understand judgment, trying to make it to the day of judgment, okay? And survive the day of judgment, okay? And they're trying to get away from it. Relieve the oppressed, judge the fatherless, plead for the widow. Now, I just want to look up this word evil. Lord kind of put the spirit on me to go look that up. So I just want to look up this word evil. It says badness, evil, badness, willfulness, evil, badness, sadness, evil, naughtiness, sadness, sorrow, wickedness, right? Now we're going to look up 2nd Esdras chapter 4, verse 30. I'm going to go over here into the Apocrypha. I want to pull up a precept in the Apocrypha and pull one up in the New Testament. So we can see that they all line up and they're all saying the same thing about wickedness and evil, right? So 2nd Esdras chapter 4, verse 30, it reads, the grain of the evil seed had been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning, and how much ungodliness have it wrought up unto this time? What? They're making a digital birthright, man. Okay? But he's promised that he would separate the seeds. Okay? So the wickedness is in the wicked, the wicked. And the wicked is what? Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. They covered the faces of the judges thereof, which means they covered up judgment. If not, where and who is he? Who did iconoclasm? Which is, basically changing all of the Judites that look like so-called Negroes into so-called white people. They did that, right? And how much shall it yet bring forth until the time of the threshing come? Right? And it's going to bring a lot. It said that they shall wax worse and worse. So now we're going to go into Matthew chapter 13 into the New Testament. And you're going to see throughout all the scriptures is why we use the Apocrypha, because it's part of the Bible. It's just taken out, for a time being, because the Lord hid his face from us. Matthew chapter 13 verse 39. The enemy that is sowed them is the devil, so-called white man, because devil just means basically the deceiver. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. And actually, I want to go back to 37. Salakia. So this is Yahawashi speaking, and he answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. Right? That's talking about the elect, because they're the only ones who know the truth. The 100% truth, which we know is of great millstone. There might be some people that's, not a great millstone that are going to come into to be the elect. But, what we know, they're the only ones who are acting like the elect, and putting on that image, and we hope, that's why they call themselves the hopeful elect, to be transferred into the elect, because they're the only ones putting on that image, but you got to endure to the end, right? Verse 38, the field is the world, and the good seed are the children of the kingdom, right? Talking about the elites, or the elect, Salakia. But the tares are the children of the wicked one. And those tares, there's two different types of tares. There's spiritual tares, which is the 2/3 of our people who want to act like what? The actual tares that are from the Esau, Edom, the seed of Esau. Okay? Because it comes from your father. It comes from the seed line of your father. And we can prove that right now. Numbers, just real quick. Chapter 1, verse 18. Okay, and it reads, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees, right? I did a whole lesson on pedigrees, okay, a whole camp, okay, pedigree is the base, the root. So after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward by their polls. So we know it's by the father. The father is the seed line. That's why you see when it talks about the generation of seed line, it talks about the son of this person, the son of this person. It doesn't ever say that, the daughter of this person, the daughter of this person, because it's talking about the man. It's always been about the man. Okay? It even says in Corinthians that the man was not made for the woman, but the woman for the man. This is simple stuff. But 2/3 of our people, they don't get it. They don't want to get it because they're proud. So 1 Thessalonians, I only got a few more precepts I want to point out. Hold on. Spell the wrong, Salakia. It's chapter 5, verse 15. I want to pull this up. Oh, hold on. Sometimes I'll be spelling stuff wrong. Salakia, y'all. Bear with me. I don't spell Thessalonians too many times. I know I'm missing like one letter or something. I need to get better at that. So, go to the King James Version. And the 1611 is what we normally use. The difference between the King James Version and 1611 is like, the vowels. So, but this website right here is pretty good. It doesn't change the words or nothing compared to each one of them, except the vowels. So 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 15. See that one render evil for evil unto any man, but ever follow that which is good both among themselves and to all men, right? Then it says, rejoice evermore, verse 16, verse 17. Pray without ceasing. You know, and in everything give thanks, for this is the will of the Most High, and the Mashiach Yahawashi concerning you. So while they're out there, you know, we're out here thanking the Most High for our tribulations and the things that we go through, just like Job did. Job didn't curse the Lord whenever, you know, his wife told him to. He said, no, I won't do that. What you gonna just get all good from the Lord, no evil, you know? And that shows us the difference. Our mindsets are completely flipped in this. Okay, they don't rejoice in anything. They're just miserable people. And, you know, they just step on everybody they can to get ahead. Okay, and get out of the way of the things that they have done to destroy Israel. That's what they're trying to do. Amos, chapter 5, verse 15. I want to go over here. And it reads, hate the evil. See, so the Lord hates the evil. So we're supposed to hate evil too. And when you really look up the name, when you look up his name, Amos, his name means burden. You know? So he had to carry this word knowing that he probably wasn't going to see the kingdom and was probably going to have to come back and teach it again. You know? So hate the evil and love the good and establish judgment in the gate. It may be that the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi of hosts, will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph. What's the remnant? The elect, man. That's who he's going to be graceful to, because they're the only ones in the world who hate evil, man. Everybody else is like, they're down with this, okay? And they be acting like they not. But if they're not taking this too serious, then you can't trust them, because they're going to be down with it. And this is another one, Psalms chapter 139, verse 21. Do I not hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? Right? This is King David talking to the Lord. Am I not grieved? Or am I not grieved with those that rise up against thee? See, we're not supposed to be messing with these people that don't want to deal with the Lord. Verse 22, I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies, and they are enemies. Okay? Until they come to this truth and prove themselves like we did, you know, to the best of our abilities, then, you know, you can't look at them as a brother. You can't look at them as someone who you can trust, man. Because they don't have the light of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi in them, man. And they're going to end up chasing the Esau, Edom with that fake birthright in the end of it. All roads are going to lead to the Charagma. So Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. I got 2 more precepts after this, and then I'm done. Didn't try to make it too long. So this reads, Hebrews 12:16, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, for one morsel of meat sold his birthright, right? As we read in the Old Testament, in Genesis, right? Verse 17, for ye know that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. Why? Because he was carnal-minded, and the Lord made him do it. He wanted him to do that, because that's his role. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. So that's why we tell Jake, stop trying to save this motherfucker, man. He's not coming back, man. So this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 3. I know I spelled it right this time. Yep. And it reads, but the Lord is faithful, who will establish you and keep you from evil. So how did he keep us from evil? We got to understand what evil is. So this is why the Lord's got, you know, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Big Brothers on down to the followers like me, coming out and pointing it out in every way that we can. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull up the big prophecy, you know, the one that, you know, we like to warn constantly. Revelation chapter 3, verse 16, which is a great thing, man. It's a valiant thing to be a brother who is not tired of warning that if you take this, you're going to get boils all over your body, and then you're going to get blown up, and you're also going to get tortured for a period of time by them AI robots, okay, that they're making, because they're going to turn on them. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, Charagma, okay, the grain of rice that you put in your hand or your forehead, which is like the Neuralink from Elon Musk to buy or sell, okay? Or the name of the beast. The beast is the system, the seven-headed beast system, the so-called white man's seven-headed beast system, okay? And America, Babylon, the Great's running over it, the kingdoms, or the number of his name, right? Here is wisdom. Let him that kind of understanding count the number of the beast, for it's the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and 36. And if you take that thing, you're going to die when? What that word say? You're going to die Anon, which means what? What does Anon mean? Hold on. We said it in the beginning, but I want to pull it up one more time just to make my point. If you take this thing, you're going to die Anon, okay? Soon, shortly,
Anon.
you will die, and it will be a very painful death. You will not be happy you took that thing, and everybody who is an elect is going to be laughing at your ass, because we sat here and made videos 100 million fucking times about it. So, Lord willing is edifying to the flock. Shalom to elective Israel, to the hopeful elect to Israel. You Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indian Haitians, and the foreign Israelites that elect the other nations scattered across the four corners of the earth, want to give all praise to Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi, Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi. Got to give all praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Want to give double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone led me to this truth and been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, and show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all those who are part of the elect and to the hopeful elect. Lord, willing, we part of that number. Lord, willing, this be edifying to those who fear in the name of the Lord and are striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 5, and it's not slack. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9 is unto a ring. 2 Peter chapter 5, verse 42. Wah, abab, the water for you big bros tuning in on the comment board. Everybody else coming on the comment board. Yahawashi, Atham. And Lord willing, we'll be able to exalt the name Yahawashi yet another day. And man, don't take that thing, man. Any of you new Jakes that's coming on the comment board over here over time, from Lord willing, the Lord put the spirit on you to understand that this is not something to play with. And Esau, Edom is going to put incentives on this thing. He's going to try to push it to where you got to take this thing. He's going to make it to where it's going to be like a life or death situation. Do not take this thing. You better off, going out for Yahawashi, and hey, you're gonna be fine. But more than likely, especially for you Aquath and you younger ones out there, you just follow the men of the Lord. The Lord gonna take care of y'all, man. Just do what they tell you to do, and stay, keep your faith, man, and get prayed up. Get yourself ready in the mind, and follow the men of GMS, man. That's who got me here today, doing what I'm doing now. All thanks to Yahawashi, of course, but that's his flock, man. Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 31. So, Kwam Yasharala, Shalom.